What is up, guys? We're out here in Bangkok, Thailand right now. We have the best of both worlds today. A magnificent view and a very hot sun out here in December 2024 in Bangkok, Thailand. And in this video today, I'm gonna be going over why exactly I left the West and now live out here in Bangkok, Thailand full time for like almost the last 2 years now. And I'll be going over the few reasons I decided to do that and why I'm staying out here as more of like a home base. So let's go ahead and dive straight in. So first off, as you guys can see, we have beautiful weather going on right now. It's probably like 80 degrees, 85 degrees right now. It's like the winter here in Bangkok, Thailand, but with clear skies, it's not cloudy, it's not depressing like it was back home in the States or like it maybe is in the UK. I've heard some stories of how it's always raining. It's very depressing out in the UK. You're not able to get the vitamin D that you need for high tests and a nice body, a tan body, and you're not able to go outside and enjoy the day. But here in Bangkok, Thailand, it's absolutely stunning. The only downside, of course, is that we do have a little bit of pollution. As you guys can probably see right now, it's a tiny bit smoggy, but nothing to really complain about. That's like the only downside. And other than that, we do have like a raining season from like, I think October to the end of November or something like that. And it just rains like maybe a few hours a day. But other than that, it's not that bad. It's just a time to lock in your apartment, make a lot of money, and then spend it all when the weather's beautiful again. And with the weather as well, I mean, it's literally like perfect every day. Like you can tan every single day of the year, even during raining season. Like right now, tanning is like very important to me because I mean, it boosts your tests. And as you guys know, the formula, more tests equals more success. So the more you're able to tan and enjoy the beautiful weather every single day, the more your energy levels level up, your test levels up, your gratefulness for the world levels up, and it just levels up your mindset in all aspects and your body and your soul even. So that's number one. Number two, it's absolutely cheap out here compared to back home. For like a burger or something like that, a whole meal, like let's just say McDonald's, for example, it's like $18, $16. It depends on the city, of course. But out here in Bangkok, Thailand, especially for rent, it's like 1/3 the cost than it would be for the USA or the UK. And right now, this place I'm living in right now with this magnificent view, it's only like $450 a month, which is an absolute cheat code. $450 a month, what does that give you in America? That gets you maybe a closet, especially somewhere like New York or London. I was actually talking to my friend Jake, and he said with $450 a month, you can't even get anything in London, which is insane. Like imagine you're only making $2,000 a month and you're living in London. You're gonna be basically fucked. You don't want that to happen. That's why Thailand, that's why I chose that, especially for like my building grounds for my business, for remote sales. Thailand is definitely the best place because, I mean, I came out here with $1,500 to my name and I was able to survive for like 1 to 2 months before I had to like actually start making money. Now, of course, I do not recommend that. I recommend at least having 5 to 10,000 saved up before you come out here if you're trying to start like online business, remote sales, or whatever online endeavor you want to go down. At least have a little bit saved. But I mean, you can survive for a lot longer than you could in the US, the UK, or some other big first world city in the world or country. And guys, with like 10,000 a month, you guys can absolutely ball out of control. Like I went from 2,000, 4,000, 6,000 a month, you know, still living very comfortably, to making 10 to 20,000 a month. And I was able to absolutely ball out of control. I visited Dubai, Malaysia, Philippines, Bali, all these different places, and I was able to come back and start balling out of control. Like I've been to all these places and none of them compare to balling out here because you have so much bang for your buck out here, going to the clubs, going to investing in like Muay Thai camps, all this type of stuff. You can easily do that once you're able to scale to at least 10,000 a month. Now next up, I'll be going over the girl situation over here. The girls over here, they're a lot more giving, they're a lot more feminine than back home in the States, maybe in the UK as well. Literally the second day I got here, like I was telling you guys, I had 1,500 to my name, but I met this Thai girl the second night I was here on Bumble, and basically been together ever since, been locked in, chained up. And I mean, she just stuck with me through the tough times, the rough times where I had $0 to my name. She would buy me coffees, buy me food from 7-Eleven just to keep me going until I was able to scale up. And you just won't find that in the US or the UK. They'll leave you immediately. I mean, there's of course a few diamonds in the rough, but most of the time, if you're not making the money, if you're not providing, they're gonna leave you flat on your feet. But over here, she stuck with me through the rough times, so I made it to the top. And that's very different from what I'm used to back in the States. And back in the States, all the girls, they were 2 out of 10s. They were 2 tons, but they felt and thought of themselves as 10 out of 10s and thought they deserved the world. But that's just not the case here. It's quite the opposite, actually. The girls here, they don't think they're all that, but they're very giving. They cook, they clean, they massage you. They do all this type of stuff that you just don't find back in the States, or maybe the UK. I've never been to the UK, so I can't speak much on that. But yeah, other than that, guys, I mean, the culture here, it's outstanding compared to the US. Everyone is very nice here. I actually, don't tell anyone this, guys, but I got like a little bit of an accident yesterday with my bike. I accidentally hit a truck. And there was no damage or anything, but back in the States, you'd have to swap insurance, maybe even go to court, file a claim for like an accident or something like that. But here, literally, I hit this guy's truck. It was my fault. It was totally my fault, guys. I apologize to him and everything. But there was no damage whatsoever. He literally got out of the truck, walked over to me. I said sorry. He was like, I don't even know what he said. He spoke Thai. He walked around my bike to make sure there's no damage on my bike, walked around his truck to make sure that there was no damage on his truck. He literally got back in his truck and kept driving. I was like, fair enough. So I just drove off, no damage. It was like it never even happened, which is something you'll never see in the US. And that just kind of goes to show like their culture. I think they're like Buddhists or something, but they believe in like karma. And that's why there's really no crime here. Like my friend, he has like a $65,000 watch, and he literally just walks around with it all day. And you can't really do that in the US or London. And especially in my hometown, if you walk around with a $65,000 watch in the wrong neighborhood, guess what? You're getting robbed, maybe getting killed. And in London, they might just fucking chop your arm off. You won't have that here. I can literally walk around at 3 a.m. with my earbuds in, having a good time. And all my friends here, they walk around with very expensive watches with no problem whatsoever. Because here in Thailand, they believe like if they steal from you or if they do something bad to you, something bad will happen to their family, which is a very strong culture in my opinion. They have a very abundance mindset here. Like back home in the States, all my friends, the people are hanging around, they all had a scarcity mindset. They were all doing the wrong inputs in life. Like they would go to the clubs, they would party, drink, and not even try to make any money online. But all my friends here, 99% of them are making money online in several different businesses, and I just did not find that back home in the States in the West. Now, of course, there are a few exceptions, like maybe Miami, LA, Dubai, a few other places, but other than that, I mean, here, there's an abundance of opportunities. So if you're looking to come out here, if you're looking to escape the West and come out to Thailand, you can easily connect with the right person at the right time and find yourself a legitimate goldmine of an opportunity, which I actually helped one of my students, Jan, find. And in his first legitimate month in remote sales, which is this month, he scaled up to $20,000 a month, which is absolutely insane. I've actually never seen that in remote sales. But guys, don't be afraid to come out here. What I'd recommend for you guys, if you guys have never left your hometown, if you've never left the West to go out to experience what the real world is like, book a 2-week vacation, a 2-week holiday to just kind of put your feet in the water before you jump all the way in. Or you could do exactly what I did, book a one-way flight, burn the boats, and have no other way to come home and find a way to make it work. Because guys, hitting rock bottom for me, that was the most insightful experience in my life. I was able to see who I really was. Was I the type of person to give up, get my parents to book me a one-way flight home, or was I the type of person to keep pushing through to the other side? And that's the exact thing you guys will get to see for yourself. Once you hit that rock bottom point, if you guys are able to hit that rock bottom point, you're able to see for yourself what type of person you really are. Will you give up, or will you keep pushing through to the other side? Which is very important. A lot of people, they're very scared to fail. They're very scared to go broke, hit rock bottom, and then see what life actually looks like from there. But once you hit rock bottom, I mean, you can't go any lower than that. Like, it's only up from there. You can only look towards the top, which is very important, because if you're always like in that mediocre phase where you're like not broke but not rich, you're always going to be at that comfortable state, like, oh, I'm making money, I can survive, I can eat, I can pay for the roof over my head. And you're never able to see like what the top actually looks like in that path that you need to see in order to actually get there in the first place. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video today. I'm gonna swim a little bit and then probably go eat with my girlfriend. She's napping right now, probably watching TikTok, because I mean, Thai girls, all they really need is some entertainment. They just really want to have fun. They're very simple creatures, which I greatly appreciate. I don't want like a very complex girl who's always doing dumb shit. But yeah, other than that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.